Good morning. I wanted to do a quick video. I know it's a week and a half for Christmas, so these, if you need last minute gifts, these make perfect gifts. So this is just a basic, simple, small lap blanket. If it's perfect for kids or for an adult, I mean, it's just a lap blanket. So all you need is 1 yard of fabric, so that's it, just 1 yard. And at Walmart, they sell these lap blankets for like $2.50, and you just need one of those. And then I cut off, I lay the 1 yard of fabric on top, and then I trim around it, but it doesn't have to be precise because you're going to sew it with the seam allowance, and then you just trim off the excess. All you want to make sure though is that it is around the same size. So you can clip it around if you want, or you can hold it. I am going to hold it, and I'm going to use my domestic machine. When you do this, make sure after you get done you clean out your machine because there will be a lot of fuzzies on here. So again, this is just 1 yard of fabric with one of those $2.50 blankets that you see in the big boxes in Walmart. And so all together, depending on the fabric that you get, this could be a $10 gift, handmade, and it comes out really good. I don't bind, I'm not a quilter, and I don't bind my lap blankets. I just sew around with an opening, turn it, close the opening, and top stitch, and it's done. So let's go through that real quick, and I'm going to apologize if my machine sounds really loud. I put it in the shop and they didn't do a very good job. I used to make bags on this, and so I've had it for about 3 years, and I made bags on it for about 2, so it's had its go on. So I'm just going to use it until I can't use it anymore. So let's get started. I am using the 5/8 inch mark on my machine just because it is kind of uneven, so I want to make sure that I catch it. So and I am sewing with the cotton on the bottom just to help it move, because this the feed dogs don't really like this too much. So all you want to do is make sure that you're catching your fabric at least. Again, you can put this on the floor and clip it around, but I've made a lot of these, and these are Christmas gifts for my niece and nephews. So flip it around. See, it's uneven, so I just got to make sure I catch that. I know it looks like I'm going lopsided, but that's just because it's the way that's laid out. I'm going to leave my hole on this side. Let's see how much bobbin I have left. Okay. Oh, and I'm using a stitch length of 3 And this is just a Singer Classic. It's not even a heavy duty one. How far down do I want to? I think I'll do it on this other end. Because I'm doing it on this way and my fabric's actually smaller, just if you do sew it this way, just make sure you're always checking and making sure you're catching this. If you don't mind the fuzziness, or maybe if you have a walking foot, it'll be easier to do it on the other side because then you can see exactly where it is. But if I didn't catch it, I can always just go back and fix that part. But I can also feel the ends with my finger. So I'm going to see how much of a difference. But as long as you catch the fabric, it's good. I'm going to leave my hole there. Hopefully I have enough bobbin. Stretch this piece out. Okay. I like to give myself a really big hole. And then start getting up. Probably be easier with some clips, but I already had this set up on my table. Hopefully I have enough bottom thread to make it to the ends. Yep, I did. Now what you want to do is just flip it over and trim off all of the excess down to about 1/4 of an inch. Okay, so we trimmed down the excess and turned it out, and what I did, this is where I do clip. You don't have to, but the last few I've made, I've realized that it tends to move because we are going to top stitch on the cotton. So the feed dogs, this moves all over the feed dogs. So I just clip it like every couple of inches all the way around to help keep the seam rolled. And then I go back through, and any one that is won't stay rolled, I will put a clip on it, and then I just go around and roll this seam and do it like this. Now, if you do want to bind it, Walmart, because I saw it yesterday, because I thought about it, but it's just an added extra step, and I have to make 6 of these. So Walmart sells, I think, 1/2 inch or 1 inch bias tape double folded, and you wouldn't even have to sew it inside out and then turn it. You could just lay them your cotton right side up on top of your fleece or flannel or whatever you're going to use for the back, and I don't put anything in the middle. So and then you just lay it, cut it all the way around the yard of fabric, exact and then sew on your binding tape, bias tape. And then you don't have to worry about doing all of this. But again, I didn't do that. And I think it's only like $2 at Walmart. So that will raise your cost up by just a couple of dollars. So let's top stitch this. And I am just lifting my, following the edge of my foot. And it's like a 1/4 of an inch. And then I'm just going to top stitch all the way around. If your blanket starts shifting, just guide your blanket into it to keep it straight. So there you have it. We sewed all the way around, closed the hole, and top stitch, and here is a blanket, lap blanket here, and I'll show you about what it looks like on an adult. So, like I said, it is a basic lap blanket when you're sitting on the couch. Nothing too big, nothing too fancy. It's perfect, just a perfect, simple, last-minute gift that you're not too sure, and it is very cost-effective. This is a football fabric, so of course they run a little bit higher. So 1 yard is roughly, I always calculate 1 yard as around $10, and these are $2.50. So you have, that's $13 gift, handmade, which is always a good thing. And who doesn't love lap blankets? All right, thank you for watching, and hope you enjoyed the video.